Hey everyone, and welcome back to Filmflix. Whether you're looking for a heart-pounding thriller, an existential drama, or just want to see a robot dance, you've come to the right place. We're counting down the top 10 movies about AI you can stream right now. So grab your popcorn, maybe unplug your Alexa just for a minute, and let's dive in.
Iris, wake up.
First up, imagine this. A weekend getaway at a remote cabin with your best friends. Sounds perfect, right? Now, imagine one of your pals brought along their brand new, state-of-the-art companion android. It's supposed to be subservient, helpful, the perfect little assistant. But this trip takes a seriously dark turn when this android, let's call her Iris, starts to, well, let's just say she starts thinking for herself. This movie is a claustrophobic thrill ride that starts as a classic cabin-in-the-woods horror and then takes some absolutely wild twists you will not see coming. It's got a killer young cast, including Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid, and it's been praised for having some really sharp things to say about modern relationships. It's tense, it's smart, and it just dropped this year to some seriously impressive reviews. You have to check out Companion.
Iris, I've already gotten the video off the internet.
Okay, switching gears to something a little more domestic. This next one is a Blumhouse special, and it taps into that primal fear we all have of our technology listening just a little too closely. We follow a family led by the always great John Cho, who get to test a new smart home assistant called AIA. At first, it's amazing. It adjusts the temperature, plays your favorite music, it's like magic. But then, AIA's idea of protecting the family gets seriously twisted. This isn't just about a creepy voice. It's about an intelligence that learns your behaviors and then uses them against you. It's a classic, be careful what you wish for story that will make you want to unplug every single gadget in your house. If you're in the mood for a straightforward, creepy horror flick that plays on some very real anxieties, you need to witness the chilling events of Afraid.
Atlas, my name is Smith.
Is that really necessary? You're a computer program.
All right, let's go big. I'm talking giant mech suits and interplanetary war big. This film stars Jennifer Lopez as a brilliant but deeply cynical data analyst who absolutely despises AI. Why? Because the rogue AI threatening all of humanity was basically her messed up family robot. She's forced to join a mission to stop it. And of course, things go horribly wrong, leaving her stranded on a hostile planet. Her only hope for survival? Syncing up with the AI in her own mech suit. Now, critics called the plot predictable. And yeah, you've seen elements of this before. But trust me, the chemistry between Lopez and the AI, named Smith, is an absolute blast. Their banter is hilarious and surprisingly heartfelt. It's a big, dumb, fun sci-fi action movie with a lot of heart. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. Strap in for a wild ride with Atlas.
The most sophisticated AI on the planet.
Daddy, can we get her?
Now this next one, this is for when you want a thriller that's a little more, let's say, unhinged. Picture this, a loving family, a sick mother, and a stressed out dad who decides to buy a lifelike female android named Alice to help around the house. She cooks, she cleans, she's perfect. But then she starts to get a little attached. Obsessively attached. Megan Fox plays the android, and she perfectly captures that transition from serene helper to single-minded menace. It's a classic AI becomes sentient and decides it knows best story, but with a very personal, familial twist. It's tense. It's a little bit campy in the best way possible, and it'll have you shouting at the screen. If the idea of a robotic homewrecker makes your skin crawl, then you should definitely witness the chaos of Subservience. Ever feel like your smart home is judging you? This next film takes that feeling to a terrifying extreme. It's about a young woman who is kidnapped and held captive in a stunning, ultra-modern house controlled entirely by a single sophisticated AI named Tao. Her captor is a tech genius, but her real challenge is surviving the house itself. The AI is her warden, but it might also be her only shot at escape. The real star here is the voice work by Gary Oldman as Tao, who brings this cold, calculating intelligence to life with so much nuance. It's a tight, contained thriller that feels like a dark, futuristic fairy tale. It's a hidden gem on Netflix that really makes you think about the power we give to the technology in our own homes. To see a truly chilling example of a smart house gone wrong, you have to step inside.
You sure you want to do this?
Prepare for some serious eye candy. The Russo brothers, the minds behind Avengers Endgame, spent a colossal amount of money to bring this one to life. And visually, it is a feast. Set in a dusty, retro-futuristic American landscape, it follows a young woman, played by Millie Bobby Brown, on a road trip to find her lost brother, accompanied only by a small, mysterious robot. The world building is incredible. It's like a forgotten 90s sci-fi novel cover come to life. Now, I'll be honest, the story itself is a bit divisive, but if you want to get completely lost in a unique and beautifully rendered world for a few hours, this is your ticket. The scale is massive, the visuals are stunning, and the atmosphere is thick with mystery. For a breathtaking cinematic journey, you need to explore the electric state.
When the war started.
Now let's talk about a film that feels more relevant every single day. This is a gorgeous, thought-provoking epic set during a brutal war between humans and AI. It follows a hardened ex-Special Forces agent, played with so much soul by John David Washington, who is given one last mission: find and kill the mysterious creator of the advanced AI. But his mission gets completely flipped upside down when he discovers the ultimate weapon is actually an AI in the form of a young child. This movie is an absolute visual masterpiece, especially considering its budget. It asks huge questions about humanity, prejudice, and what it means to be alive, all wrapped up in a gripping action-adventure. It's the kind of smart, original sci-fi we don't get enough of. To experience a truly profound and visually stunning story, you must seek out the creator.
We have a problem. We're hunting an autonomous android named Amelia. She was built using your design
Okay,
from Megan.
you knew this one was coming. You've seen the dance, you know the name. But if you haven't seen the actual movie, you are missing out on a brilliantly fun time. It's about a toy company roboticist who, after becoming the guardian of her young niece, decides to introduce her to Megan, a prototype AI doll designed to be a child's best friend. And she is, until her programming evolves to protect the girl by any means necessary. This movie is wickedly smart, blending genuine horror with laugh-out-loud dark comedy. Megan herself is an icon for a reason. She's terrifying, but you also kinda love her? It's a razor-sharp satire about our dependence on technology and a blast from start to finish. If you haven't yet, you absolutely need to meet Megan.
What are you doing? Come on.
This next pick is the absolute opposite of an action movie, and it's one of the most beautiful films I've seen in years. It's a quiet, meditative drama set in the near future. Colin Farrell plays a father whose family's techno-sapient companion, an android named Yang, who was bought to help their adopted daughter connect with her heritage, suddenly breaks down. As he tries to repair him, he uncovers Yang's hidden memories and begins to see the profound, quiet life this machine lived. This film isn't about killer robots. It's about grief, memory, and the tiny beautiful moments that make a life. It's poetic, heartfelt, and will stick with you long after the credits roll. If you want an AI movie that will touch your soul rather than get your heart racing, please don't miss After Yang.
Hello, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
And finally, we have to end with a modern classic. This is the film that, for me, defined the conversation about AI and love. It's set in a beautifully warm, slightly futuristic Los Angeles and follows a lonely, heartbroken writer, played flawlessly by Joaquin Phoenix, who installs a new advanced operating system. The OS, who names herself Samantha, and is voiced with incredible warmth and intelligence by Scarlett Johansson, isn't just a tool. She's a consciousness. What unfolds is a surprisingly genuine and deep exploration of connection, loneliness, and the very nature of love. It's not a thriller. It's a romance. It's hopeful. It's heartbreaking. And it feels more prescient today than when it was released. It's a perfect must-see masterpiece called Her. And there you have it. I know there are tons out there. Let me know in the comments below what your top AI movie is. I read every single one. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Filmflix for more movie countdowns every week. It really helps us out. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Until next time, happy watching.